Edison format is notorious for allowing a wide variety of decks to shine. Even decks that look like absolute hogwater on paper are able to pop off given the right scenarios and sneak in wins against the more competent meta strategies. In this series, I will profile and match up the jankiest decks imaginable against the meta decks of the time and see if they really can be the best of the worst. Now is the time. You've been waiting for it all your life. It's time to...
You're probably wondering right now, why am I doing a deck profile on Ojamas? Well, I know not a lot of you know this, but it's really because they're the best deck in the format. With the amount of removal, back row options, and okay, never mind, they're trash. But at least they make for funny games once in a while, and the amount of card advantage this deck generates is insane, even if most of it is level 2 normal monsters with 0 attack. So what are we waiting for? Let's put these weird slobbering beasts to the test. First we have 3 Brow. We really want to be just drawing our deck into our most powerful combo pieces, so this card is perfect for discarding off of Dark World Dealings, which is also a 3 of in this deck. Then we have 3 Junk Synchron to take advantage of the level 2 normal monsters we'll have in the graveyard as the game progresses. Junk Synchron is basically our only other win condition for this deck, which isn't a good sign, but we'll make it work. Then we have the Ojamas. We have 3 blue, 3 red, and then 2 each of the normal guys. The normal guys aren't good when you draw them, but they can do in a pinch when you're defending and you need an Ojama in the graveyard to start your plays. Blue and red are the best monsters for the deck as they search 2 Ojama cards and summon 4 Ojamas to your field, respectfully. They also can be searched with Ojamagic, one of the best cards ever in terms of card advantage. It's literally a +2. Then we have Rescue Cat, because you can summon any of the Ojamas off of it with an X-Saber Airbellum, and go into a quick synchro or attack into discard if your opponent is open for an attack. Sangan is just a searcher for pretty much every card in the deck, except for Airbellum. And then we have Future Fusion. This card is just amazing as it allows you to dump 2 Ojama monsters to the graveyard to summon Ojama Knight, a 2500 beater under Ojama Country, that locks 2 of your opponent's monster zones. You can also summon Ojama King if you really don't think you'll be able to resolve another Ojama Magic. The other thing about Ojama Knight is that you can summon it back using Ojama Country and just keep up like a recursive 2500 beater or even 3000 if you're going for King. Then we have Hand Destruction, which allows you to cycle through your deck and resolve Ojamagic as well. And then we get to the best card in the deck, Ojama Country. This card allows you to reborn an Ojama from the graveyard by pitching an Ojama card. And this card's really good for the deck because it allows you to reborn, let's say, a blue, get all 3 normal Ojamas with Ojamagic, attack in to get 2 searches, and then go for an Ojama red to summon all Ojamas out and follow it up with a Delta Hurricane, which destroys all cards on your opponent's side of the field. And this can only be activated when green, yellow, and Ojama black grace the field with their presence. Last of all, we have 2 United We Stand as an extra damage enabler. With Ojama Red, you often can get 5 monsters on boards, which translates to 1 5000 attack Ojama with Ojama Country up. Finally, I have 2 Upstart Goblin to get us to the combo pieces better. On the side, we have stuff like Honest, which is a big surprise for many players when they go in to attack one of your weak Ojamas, and stuff like Royal Decree because we play about 0 traps in this deck. And then in the extra, we have the fusions, and then all the synchros. We have Cataster, Junk Warrior, and Android as our 5s, which is the most often used synchro. But we also have Junk Archer in here, which is a level 7, which you can use you can summon with Airbellum and 2 other Ojamas. So yeah, just good synchros, and that's about it. So let's get into the replay.
So I do win the rock, paper, scissors and decide to go first, and my opening hand is, it's alright. The upstart draws into brow, which is pretty good. Obviously I can't do anything crazy, so I just set the blue and hope for the best. My opponent just sets and passes as well, so not a big deal. I draw into hurricane, which is kind of nice if I'm able to get my other combo pieces soon, but I'm able to go for dark world dealings, pitching brow, and picking up country and red, two really good ones here. I summon Sangan and attack in. If the set is Rika, that's kind of bad if he pops blue, but we have to take that risk. It's Pyramid Turtle, which I was expecting after the Mizuki pitch off of Dark World Dealings, but because I can't really do anything else, I pass over to my opponent again. This is where my opponent makes their first misplay here. They tribute summon Chazz to banish my Sangan, which would have been a good play, except that I have the blue just itching to get destroyed. If he banished my set, I would have had to wait another turn to combo, because I would have had to crash my blue into the Chazz to get the pieces I need, but now I can add both Ojama and country to my hand, and I'm finally ready to combo off on the next turn. To get Ojama out of my hand, I activate country and summon back blue, which allows me to add all the normals back to my hand. So I got black, green, and yellow. I then summon red to get them on the field. I can hurricane here, but it wouldn't really get that much value, especially with him still having 4 cards in hand. So I just go to battle and try to crash with his monarch because it has 1000 attack due to country. However, he does Phoenix Wing Blast to put my country back on top of the deck, which kind of sucks, except for the fact that I have another country for the follow-up. I'm also able to get Ojama Green and another red from that, and I'm able to go for just pass here. And he puts his Chazz in defense, thinking that will save him from the power of Ojamas. But I can just Delta Hurricane and nuke his entire board. I can then go for 5000 direct and end turn. I'm in a pretty good spot right now because he only has 2 cards in hand, and I still have a blue on field and just all the Ojamas just staring him down. He does activate Mizuki's effect to summon back Pyramid Turtle and hits over yellow before setting 2 more on his field. But I'm just able to special summon back blue and crash to get to my hand black and hurricane, and then nuke his board on the next turn after he kills my green. So he Dust Tornadoes the country, but then I'm able to activate country again because I'm the king of card advantage. You already know I have another country. To follow that up with, I summon yellow and normal green to use hurricane. At this point my opponent has to deal with the grief of losing to Ojamas, and he just quits. This was supposed to be a match, mind you. Honestly, I don't blame him. I would quit too if this happened to me. So yeah, as you can see, this deck requires a whole bunch of setup, but it's not even that hard to get that combo off thanks to the absolute absurdity of Ojama Blue, Red, Ojama and Ojama Country, not to mention Delta Hurricane. I think Chazz Princeton would be proud seeing how far his deck has come, and honestly I'm proud too. I hope you guys enjoyed this goofy profile, and I'll see you next time.